he formed the Maraga task force, which has a very short, very limited time to come up with recommendations and the way forward. And one of the most important things he said, he does not want any sugar coating. He wants it as it is. So you will have to give it to us. We cannot take information you have not given to us. That is why we want to hear from everybody. I realize we may have had a miscommunication because I've seen our brothers and sisters from the community. Our intention was to originally, and it is going to remain so, we are going to first listen to our police officers. Not only our police officers, we are going to even listen to the junior officers on their own, without their commanders. The commanders wakiwa hapo saa ingine kuna kauoga kidogo. We are going to listen to you. So we also want to listen to the citizens of Isiolo on your own. Ndio tuambie ni mahali gani commander anakufinya, county commissioner anakufinya wapi, huwezi kusema akiwa hapo. So we want to have a forum with you on your own. And with that, I would like to kindly request that the people here shall remain the police officers themselves. And even after they remain, bado tutachunja tusikize.
Doreen Muthaura, I'm a commissioner with the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, but a member of the Presidential Task Force on prisons and the National Police Service reforms. And I'm here with my colleague, also Commissioner Richard Kirundi. Both of us are members of the task force. We have the county commissioner, the county commander, and the entire leadership of NPS in Isiolo County. Today we are here to listen to our officers and members of the public on matters of reforms they need to see in National Police Service and Kenya prisons. Immediately after this, we shall be able to go and view their living and working conditions, the cells, assess the cells, whether they meet human rights standards and so on. That is the requirement of the task force. Then later we shall be meeting prisons officers, or cutting across all the ranks, and also meet the inmates to assess their living conditions amongst other issues. So basically, the members of Isiolo have expressed, members of the public of Isiolo County have expressed concerns about cattle rustling as one of their major issues. They have also identified insufficient allocation of fuel to the National Police Service to enable them carry out their duties as it ought to be. Those are amongst many other challenges they raised. We have taken note of them as a task force and shall advance them to His Excellency the President. We have also heard from our officers, junior officers, not really junior, but officers of the rank of senior sergeant and below, and thereafter the command, and we have received memos on their issues, real issues that they are undergoing as per the TORs, and the same we shall advance to the President. What we are hoping for is at the end of this exercise we shall have a very well equipped service that is able to respond to the emerging crimes, emerging trends, and so on in dealing with crime within Isiolo County, including matters of surveillance, using modern technology, satellite phones, utilization of drones and the related issues, equipping the officers well, having them wearing the correct gear as they are advancing or carrying out policing duties, and also integrating them within the community, and at the same time giving them sufficient allowances and remuneration to enable them feel that they belong to the same public service like any other. And therefore, I think this exercise was very fruitful for us. We believe with this report that we are going to give to His Excellency the President, without sugarcoating anything, His Excellency the President shall give the right direction. The Chief Justice David Maraga is our chairperson. He is the official spokesperson, and therefore when we are done with this exercise, we shall give a full statement of what we have been able to collect from all the counties. By the way, all my other colleagues in the task force are spread throughout the Republic. We have visited all the 47 counties. His Excellency the President wanted to hear it from the source, the ground. What are the officers saying at all levels? And therefore, this is where we are. So I think it was a beautiful exercise. And thank you so much to the County Commissioner and the County Commander for at least facilitating and supporting us to be able to hold this very fruitful engagement. And we've seen the turnout was amazing. We had everybody coming from all the sub-counties with beautiful memorandum detailing all the issues that they need redressed, and we are up to the task. Quite optimistic. This is not one of the reports that will gather dust. It's one that we hope His Excellency the President will implement or commission its implementation. We are required to come up with our reports and also assess the reports of other task forces and why the same were not implemented and give that feedback to His Excellency the President. We are also required to prepare a matrix on implementation, including identifying entities or offices that ought to take certain responsibility in the implementation. Therefore, this is one exercise I believe we will see its fruition in no time. Thank you so much and God rest. And they have given very solid recommendations which we shall give His Excellency the President to ensure that there is smooth operation within the National Police Service in its entirety. So there is no breakdown in terms of communication, and also respecting each other's mandate and just serving the Kenyans is what matters. And the major proposal by the stakeholders is they are talking about age as being 18 years as being young, too young to enlist in the services, and therefore maybe not able to have a feel of the environment before you are exposed to very serious issues, actually both the training, handling of firearm, financial integrity and so on. So there is a bit of that. And then the other thing is professionalization of recruitment and involvement of from the community level, GAO and so on, in vetting candidates that would be eligible to be enlisted. Actually, that came out pretty strong, and they are saying that will weed out possible criminals becoming police officers or finding their way into it, because the argument is that the certificate of good conduct alone is not sufficient proof that a person is not engaged in other activities that may not necessarily have been caused him to be arrested and arraigned in court for him to have his fingerprint taken up by DCI. And we think those are very valid views. Anyway, as I've said, they're all proposals. We shall sit down and look at them and analyze, and therefore comment to His Excellency the President. So I think this is a wonderful meeting for me. I think Isiolo was amazing. Environment, extraneous, special duty, all those have been considered. We went to Marsabit, and Marsabit and Isiolo border each other. And my other colleagues have gone to Samburu, Laikipia and so on, and we have seen the uniqueness of Isiolo, the uniqueness of Marsabit, and those are the issues that we shall address to His Excellency the President. We can't continue losing officers. So because what we can do as a state, let's do it. I think that
ile wakati ulikuwa unafia mtoto ni moja, sasa hivi sita. Tenda.
Wewe piga. Hapo utanitumia hapo. Unaongeza hapo tena. Thank you.